Viewers, we're here at the Capitol Audiofest and we're going to go into the Robyatt audio room. Robyatt Audio is known for exquisite sounding music making products, classic quad speakers. We have someone here looking at the speakers. Look at them, it's just the beauty and the simplicity of Peter Walker's design. Let's go into the room. We're looking for Robyatt. There he is. Robin, how are you?
Good morning, Peter. Good to see you.
It's Terry. Good to see you too. We did some listening yesterday, and this is one of the best sounds at the show.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
The quads are which model number here?
This is the Quad ESL 57, first designed in 1957. They've been fully restored, better than new actually, by Electrostatic Solutions in Kansas City, Missouri. Mr. Kent McCullum is the world's leading authority on electrostatic rebuilds, and they sound better than they ever did coming off the production line because each one is lovingly restored one at a time by hand. The speaker features 2 micron mylar as opposed to the original 18 micron mylar and 6 micron for the tweeter. So we have a speaker that plays almost twice as loud as the original with the exact same tonality, and a custom network is added, not in the signal path, to protect the speakers. And that's what we demonstrate with, because there is nothing better.
There really is nothing like the speaker, viewers. There's a coherency to the sound that you just don't get from any other speaker.
That's why I believe it's probably voted the #1 audio product of all time across all markets.
You know, and I don't disagree with that, and I think that most people in the audio industry and in the music industry as well agree with that. And this is the pinnacle of the design here.
That is correct.
And there's many of them that have been made over the years. There's
500,000.
Yeah, there's over 500,000 of these products available for refurbishing. And
we have them on some custom stands made by a gentleman we work with. This is 1 1/8 inch thick maple, solid maple. We had them dyed for the show because we wanted a certain lifestyle look, which you'll see with our stand in a moment.
Yeah, I really like the look.
But they come in clear maple. You can have them in walnut, 12 inch or 8 inches, or you can have them the way Peter Walker designed them on the floor, which is actually the way I listen to them at home.
Do you?
Of course, my reference speaker is a Quad 57.
Now, speaking of the system and our components over here, we'll look at this rack in just a moment because I think that's a stunner. Tell us about the turntable, please.
Okay, the turntable is a original Garrett 401 that has a complete chassis off restore by Grail Audio in the UK, and you're buying a brand new 401 basically.
Wow.
It's an idler drive turntable. In my opinion, over the many years of owning hundreds of turntables, the idler drive turntables are impossible to beat. The 401 is better than the ubiquitous 301 that everyone wants to own but costs a lot of money now. It's a stunning table. I have it set in Oswald's Mill Audio Pennsylvania slate. It's a custom unit. Mounted to it are 2 tone arms, both made by the famous Frank Schroeder.
This is the CB arm, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
That is correct, Peter.
Yeah.
The one at the back is the captive bearing, or CB tone arm, and that mounted to that is a Miyajima Zero mono cartridge. The arm on the right is the brand new Schroeder BA or broadcast arm. This arm can track any cartridge from a Shure V15 to the 15 gram ZAR DST that I import. You have the ability to add magnetic weights at the back for the weight of the cartridge in the front. It is a stunning new arm by Frank Schroeder. It's a unipivot, and it only costs $4,750 as opposed to the famous Schroeder references, which are nearer the 10,000 mark.
Gosh, what a stunner. I mean, I want to take this home with me. This we do a takeaway from the show at every reviewer's view, and the video is going to come out after reviewer's view of this room. This is my takeaway, so I'm going to spill the beans.
That's
I love it. I love
lovely.
it.
The amplification is DNM, Dennis Moorcroft design. He first started in making amplifiers in the early 70s in the UK, where they're still made. This is the latest iteration. Dennis invented star grounding. He invented 3D circuitry in amplification, and his capacitors that he also invented are in every Rotel piece of equipment in the world because they are startling sounding. The bottom two units are the dual boxed preamp. It has two phono inputs, either moving coil or moving magnet, a multitude of different outputs, a full tape loop, a Class A headphone amplifier. It's just the ultimate full function preamp. Above it in the single box is the 23 watt regulated P3A amplifier, and to me it's the best electronics I've ever heard. I use them at home personally. It replaced what I had before. I love them.
Great. Well, I'll tell you, another star of this room is this stunning rack.
I custom ordered this rack from David Standage in Prospect Park in Brooklyn. This is Wax Racks. It's the best stand I've ever used at a show. It, as you can see, can be loaded with 500 LPs. Once you put all those LPs in this stand, it is going nowhere. It weighs a ton. It has constrained layer dampening in the top plate for the turntable. It's fabulous to have all my records in the same place my audio gear is and be able to just pick them out rather than forage around the room looking for them. So for me, this is just a pleasure to use. As I said, I custom ordered it. It's an $8,500 item, and then obviously customization adds some extra.
Well, I'd like to bring in the manufacturer here, if we could, please.
David?
Yeah. David,
Hey,
how are you?
how are you, Peter?
Great. This is a beautiful, beautiful stand here.
Thanks so much. They're built to order in my studio in Brooklyn, New York. Waxrack specializes in premier vinyl record storage and accessories. This unit was made specifically for Rob and to his specifications for the show. So we can personalize and customize materials and finishes within the build.
Well, I love the simplicity of the design, the open air approach, how the records seem to float here. You have the records facing you, you have the records with the spines forward here. It's a really, really compact, stunning design.
Thank you.
What a great way to lay out a rack.
Thank you so
You're
much.
very talented with
I appreciate that very
design.
much. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I have to add just a quick thing, even the little stand that you see the Nat King Cole LP in is made by David. A great piece everyone should have to showcase their LPs.
Look at that, yeah. Yeah, because what I do with my LPs when I'm playing them, I just lean them up against a speaker or it looks like a mess. So it's great, that's beautiful. Well,
We like to say from 1 LP to 700, Wax Racks can showcase your collection in style.
Well, great, well thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, this is a super system and the sound is to die for, and we're going to do that next. Can we listen to some music?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Be my pleasure.
Here we go, Robin, thank you.
Now I'd like to play for you Dynamic Resolution. This is an LP that I made a few years ago. The cover photography was done by my daughter. Ilio Villafranca is the composer and the pianist on the Fazioli G228 piano, with his very close childhood friend Charles Flores playing bass, both stringing and bowing. It was made by myself in mono and stereo to showcase the Miyajima phono cartridges. Right now I'm going to play it with the stereo version using the new Miyajima Madaki Snakewood, a limited edition cartridge. I hope you enjoy the music. Oh, just before I do, let me check our speed is correct. We have two of these. They can do in different colors. You can do 33 or 45 with the flick of the switch. We're spot on, the lights are not moving. Once we've checked our speed, we use it as a record.
Robin, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, beautiful sound. I want to say that this system is producing a reality as if the musicians were right here with us.
Absolutely. It's very funny, when I made this LP and I had Ilio to my house for a launch party, I played him the record in stereo and mono. He listened to both. He never said a word. And in the end, I said, "What do you think?" And he said, "The second one is how I think I sound in my head." He said it was perfection for me. That was the mono. But today I just wanted to play the stereo to showcase the new Miyajima Madaki Snakewood, which, as I said, is a limited edition cartridge. But I hope you enjoyed the music. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Terry. As always, it's a pleasure to have you in my room.
Thank you very much, Robin.